down if people end up talking in bloody PSN chat. I'm gonna get raging. I genuinely.
Speaking of talking in
Oh,
PSN chat, I think we're live on stream. Uh, good, good evening, everyone, and welcome to TFRL B League. I do believe we are live. Let me just check my subscriptions. Yes, we are. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TFRL B League here, round 10 at the home of British Motorsport at Silverstone International Circuit. I'm JimSaid14, your lead commentator and F1 coordinator. Joining me in the commentary box is our host and co-commentator for this evening. That's Small Guy 2001. Good evening. You haven't got your voice unchaired. Terrible.
I mean, like, this is him, isn't it?
Right, we're waiting for Niels to get back in. Who's getting back in? Who are we waiting for? Oh yeah, we're waiting for that. Reb, Wallbang, Deneen, Mr. Elliot F6, Fidgeting Dragon, Glocky, Jackal, James Killer, Jamie Boy, Lixer. I'm gonna invite Lawmans in because I think we're gonna have a space. Yeah, Lawmans is gonna come in purely on a basis that he didn't race last night. I think it's fair. If we need one space, then one of us will have to drop out, and obviously it can't be me because I'm streaming. So decide between yourselves and draw the short straw now before we get that into that situation. Exactly, bye, Elliot. I'm just thinking better connection wise. Yeah, connection wise, you're fine for now. I can. Exactly, I don't want to be host, and we don't want James Killer as host as earlier on in the season because that went crap up and whatever. Lawmans has just joined, so we do have 19 drivers here tonight. 19? And just to confirm on the incidents, by the way, there have been a few incidents since in Canada, certainly. Rocco Fidgeting Dragon, first one I'm going to come into. That has been agreed between us three as a racing incident. So nothing to be investigated there. No drivers are going to be punished for that. Small Guy is not racing, but I would just point that out. Who was the other incident between? David Wallbank has a qualifying ban for a incident in qualifying with, I think it was, who was it with? It was with two other cars, I think, in qualifying, but I forgot who they are. Somebody can... No, what? Was it Fidgeting Dragon?
It was with two other cars, let's just say that.
It was with two other cars, but I'm not sure who it is. Somebody is doing my head in on the mic, so... Mute. There we go, that's a bit more bearable at least. Yes, we are. Why is Jacko in the Force India? Yeah, why is Jacko in the Force India? But Superhero, I don't think is racing tonight, so I'm actually quite fine with that, if I have to be honest. We have just lost a driver, I think.
Probably no.
No, your mic's lagging. Your connection really bad, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Is that better?
That is better for now, but if it gets worse, then...
Okay, someone's like spamming their mic. Who is that?
Me? I'm doing an impression of you, mate.
Got quite a few 1 bars actually. Oh, everyone dropping to 3 bars. I have worked with this before,
yeah,
so it
it's
should
this
be
time
fine.
of the year. Everyone's doing all their online internet shopping. We've got people's Christmas lights going up. Christmas lights actually interfere with...
My Christmas lights downstairs are up, yes. I'll put them up today. Christmas trees up. Everything's up. We have lost a driver though. Who have we lost?
Lawmans. Oh no, he's there.
No, it's not Lawmans. It is... Has anybody confirmed in the chat who it is, actually? Let me have a look.
Fidgeting Dragon. No, he's here.
No, he's here. Is it not somebody like Mr. Mittery or Rocco?
No, Mr. Mittery's
No,
here.
Rocco's here.
Rocco is also here. Billy is still low bars.
Mads?
Oh yeah, Billy and David Wallbank and
Mads.
Billy are going to be big problems tonight.
Mads.
I've seen Mads.
Mads is out. Mads is out the session.
Okay. Yeah, can we just keep an eye on Billy and David Wallbank's connection?
We
They
can
are
do.
both dropping.
We do have the standings. I will come into that at the start of qualifying. We do have constructor standings for the first time since round 2 as well. I've even been so thinking. There's Mads just joining in now on the bottom of my screen. I'm not sure if he's coming up on yours.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, he's there. There we go. There we go. So his connection will now load in. He's on a 2-bar, but that should be fine, I think. We can get into spectate mode, and we can go.
Fortnite players are recreating Call of Duty maps. Sick.
And just like
Oh my
that,
God,
we can
I
start.
don't know.
Put a message in the chat saying we can start. Torosso Glocky. Let's go on with the championship standings, actually. Mads made a nice comment in the PSN chat. Can somebody read that?
Sorry?
Mads made a nice comment in the PSN chat. Who can somebody check what he put in the PSN chat?
I'm on it. I'm on it. Like a car, I'm on it. He has said, I have full bar on my screen. That is it.
Full bar on the screen, right. So that's okay then. So I think what we're going to have to figure out with then is Wallbank and somebody else.
Billy.
Oh, if it lags, message him and retire. Tell him to retire. That is what I've got through from Mads, from Storm on Mads. He's using phone internet, so wants us to say if his connection is good enough. At the minute, it's good enough, because he's joined in, everyone's there, Jamie Boy just needs to ready up, and then we'll be underway here in qualifying at the Silverstone Grand Prix, round 10 of the championship in Britain.
I've got my new air conditioning unit fitted to my simulator rig
Just
today.
because it's a racing incident doesn't mean he shouldn't be penalised. It's the first incident for both drivers, so that's why we've thought of like a racing incident with no penalisation on that. It's blue skies in Silverstone. Changing conditions from last night, of course, where we had dry conditions at the start of qualifying. Then it got inters around the midpoint, with most drivers setting early lap times in A-League last night. But we've got 19 drivers, higher than FOL F1 this tonight.
Just highlight that.
Just
Preach
highlight
it.
that. We've only got one reserve driver in as well. That's Lormans. So we've got 18 B-League drivers here, which is pretty decent going as well. And thank you to everyone for turning out once again. Of course, standings. Right, I'm going to put my airplane mode on. I'm going to get the standings up. And then I can confirm who is leading what. B-League standings, driver standings first of all. Niels currently leads the way on 115 points, with Superhero not attending tonight in second on 95. Storm in third on 75 points, with Lixer in fourth on 73. He has informed me that he won't be attending next week already, so that's good of him to do that. Deneen in fifth on 71. Then we've got Ezra Glock, or Glocky, for 495, as he's coming up as tonight. On 68 points in sixth. Fidgin Dragon is in seventh after a good string of results. 3 out of his last 4 races he's finished in fourth, so that's pretty decent going from him. So he's on 58 points. Rocco on 42 points after a good string of results in eighth, and then Toad and Billy currently 9th and 10th, but Toad with his 2 third place finishes in Bahrain and China gets that 9th spot. Then we've got Goldie on 37, Reb on 30, Stinner winner on 25, Old Stephen on 23, and Mr. Mittery on 22. As we've got drivers out on track. Who was first out on track, by the way?
I believe it was one of the Renaults.
One of the Renaults. That must be
Definitely.
Wallbank then,
Yes, it is indeed.
because Toad's
Yeah,
just
no
going
cars in front of
through. Toad's just going on the Wellington Straight, so it is Wallbank
Yeah.
out on track.
Wallbank has a quali ban.
Wallbank does have a quali ban. I hope he does retire from this.
He's straight in the pits.
He's straight in the pits. Lovely.
Installation lap, fair enough.
Yeah, so if he
actually,
if he
that's him getting
retires
his setup
now,
on.
Yeah, getting
Oh,
a setup on and then he'll retire coming in the pits. I'm fine with that. As long as he hasn't set a full lap, I'm fine with that.
That's probably what he'll do. He'll probably just do installation laps until the end of quali.
Yeah, but qualifying ban means not going out on track at all, essentially.
Someone needs to clarify that with him, because I bet that's what he'll do, and then we might end up with a situation then where he impedes, and then it just becomes a bit of an issue.
Well, if he retires in the pit lane, that'll be perfect. Otherwise, I'm going on board with somebody else. Billy is off at Maggots and Beckett. Oh, Billy lagging quite a lot. Keep an eye on him, somebody.
Yeah.
I am going to go on board for a lap with...
Not Billy.
Lawmans.
On board. I was going to say our driver of the day last weekend, Deneen.
Oh yeah, Deneen. Whereabouts is Deneen out on track, actually?
No, he hasn't. He's coming out. He's actually coming into the last sector. Or he's in the last sector.
Deneen in the last sector. Is he on a lap? No, he's on that lap. Right, I'm going to stay on board with Lawmans because he's coming through Maggots and Beckett. Yeah, Deneen is on an outlap though. Oh, Lawmans is off! Lawmans is off at just on the exit of Beckett. Oh, and he's gone for a spin as well.
He's gone off on that corner.
He's gone off at that corner. He's gone off the exit of Beckett, going down the hangar straight and towards Stowe. So he has full-on spin there. It was quite a weird one. I was on board with that. Who was in the Haas, did you say?
Mad. Yeah, Mads sort of hampered. Who was it? Deneen into the last
Billy's
corner.
left the session.
Oh, that's hardly surprising with his internet.
Glocky coming through Stowe. In the Toro Rosso, looking quite good at the minute.
No notification of fastest lap, but Mitri has taken
26.7. Glocky goes second with a 27.1. He looked very, very flat through that final sector, if I've got to be honest. Is he using a wheel setup by any chance today? Because that seems to me as if it's a different sort of Glocky, if I have to be honest. Just riding on board with him through that final sector was just it was just strange. Didn't really take it with any conviction at all. Back off his lap. Rocco with a 27.1 has just gone second.
Yeah. Storm in fourth.
Yeah, and then Toad, S-Boy, Reb, James Killer. Deneen is on the run up to the line though. Deneen, our driver of the day last week, and he is going to go, and that's an invalidated lap, but it was a 28.2, and then he would have gone sixth ahead of Niels with that. Lixer also just setting up. Oh, Stephen ran the final corner now. He's popped himself up to P10 on the medium compound of tyre, just behind James Killer, around 2 seconds off, but he will set a quicker lap further in the session as we are about to get through 6 minutes of the session.
I'm on off sector 3, a slow moving Force India Jacko.
Jacko still moving. He did well until his collision with that driver that has eluded my name from last week.
Reb.
It was Reb, yeah. I think it might have been Reb, yeah.
Who was the contact with between Deneen and someone?
Deneen. Oh no, it was Deneen and Jacko. Yeah, you're right. It was Deneen and Jacko on the run down into turn 3 at Austria.
Did we not penalise Deneen Jacko for that?
No.
Or not, because he kind of took himself out of the race, didn't he?
He took himself out of the race, and Deneen didn't lose any time with it. Mads now coming round into the final couple of corners. Right-hander, and then another right-hander to finish off the lap. This is a nice quick lap from Mads. He could be going ahead of Niels here. Oh, he's actually put it up to P4, just ahead of Storm. Nice lap there from Mads in the Haas. Billy has joined back the session and is on an outlap.
Yep, not as of yet.
Jacko with an installation lap there, 44.9. Somebody has just... that was weird. Somebody's gone off the timing boards. Glocky has gone off the timing boards. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
Glocky has gone off the timing board, so that is a glitch.
Is he on race director?
Race director, Glocky is not on race director. Yeah, he was up in top 5. Wasn't invalidated on his lap, so that is definitely a glitch. That is weird. I think he will go quicker than that 27.1, so it should fix itself. Jackal's just got himself ahead of old Stephen there. Who was that putting himself up positions? That was Jamie Boy in 5th. That's that from him, the Scotsman. But Mr. Mitri out on top with a 26-7, 26-9 for Deneen and a 27-1 for Rocco as we approach halfway here in Britain. Constructor standings, just to point out, I do have them as well. Let me tell you the constructor standings, as there is a Force Indy again in the way of Jamie Boy's lap. Oh, he gets out of the way. That was Jacko, I think. But coming into B League tonight in the constructors, it's very, very close between the top 5 constructors. 18 points separating the top 5 constructors. Mercedes on 122, Red Bull on 120, Toro Rosso on 114, McLaren on 112, and Force India on 104. Then Sauber on 85, Ferrari on 67, Williams on 61, Renault on 55, and Haas on 38.
Confirm once again the gap between first and second in the constructors.
2 points. Mercedes and Red Bull separated by 2 points.
Likely that Red Bull will take the lead tonight because
there's no other Storm. There's no other Mercedes. There's no other Storm. Someone's naming the Mercedes, thinking now I want to say Mercedes, but my own mind wants to say Storm as well. So
preparing for a lap.
Glocky is preparing for a lap. Billy is running around the final sector. Looks like he might have sorted out his connection. I know he said his internet's been down for 3 days, so that's probably why his internet is quite bad tonight. But he coming across the line 36.3, but I think he invalidated that lap. Lawman's running down the Wellington Straight. Now I'll go on board with him because he should be at the top of this pack.
Question: did Formula 1 2018, did Codemasters allow the DRS all the way through turn 1?
Yeah.
No, if you brake going into turn 1, if you just feather off the throttle, it'll close the DRS.
Jacko is running around slowly because he has just noticed that he is running a wet setup.
Jacko running slowly, he's got a wet setup on. Is it going to be a wet race? Can anybody confirm that in the comments for me? As Lawman's is on a lap. Second off, but I think he might be... Lawman's has got no ERS deployment on. So that is why he is going slowly in a straight line. As Storm has just put himself up to P4 there with a 27.1, just ahead of Mads. Nice lap by the solo Mercedes. And currently outperforming both Red Bulls, Niels and old Stephen. Speaking of Niels, he's on a lap going through Brooklands.
Oh, it's 5.
Really?
Thank you for that. Oh, Glocky with a 26.6 goes fastest. Glocky sets the fastest lap of the session so far with a 26.6. Azadar Glock, of course. And his fellow Azadar driver, Azadar Rev, is down in 10th place.
Got 3 cars in the pit coming out the pits together.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a Mercedes. One of the Williams has spun. Is that Lawman's? Yes,
Jimmy
it
Boy?
was indeed. Lawman's.
Lawman's. Oh, yeah, there's Jimmy Boy just behind him as well. Neil's on a lap, 2/10 down, but he can improve in the final sector, I think. 28.1 is his current lap. His current personal best lap. He's got Toad and Jamie Boy ahead of him by 4/10 and 3/10 respectively. Neil's coming into the pits. Lix has just gone 6th. 27.4, so he just goes ahead of Mads then. Nice lap from him. Mr. Mittery is just preparing for a lap, I do believe. Danina's going round the field. I remember that corner name tonight, at least. And is he on a lap, actually? Let's keep on board with this for now. And nicely. David Warbank has remained in the pits, by the way. Billy's left the session again.
Yeah, I just watched that. His network just disconnected completely. Like, he was just running around, it was all fine, and then he just shot off across the, sideways across the track and disconnected straight away.
I'm not sure how Danine's looking through the middle sector, but he looks like he could be going ahead of Mr. Mittery here at this stage. There's around 10 seconds from this arch that's coming up. So 10 seconds from now, count that. So Deneen will be on for around about a 26.6, I think, here. Deneen coming across the line. Is he going to go pole? 26.5. Yeah. Pretty much spot on there. 26.5, he goes pole.
Rounded.
Yeah, wrapped it up.
6.
Bloody hell. Jesus Christ.
I think that's
Your
good.
mic lagging there.
Sorry.
Let's just hope it doesn't cut out or anything.
Better?
Yeah, much better. Fidgeting Dragon now coming around the final corner. He is on a lap. The much improved Toro Rosso driver, and he's coming around the final corner now, and he sticks himself up into 6th place. Nice lap there by Fidgeting Dragon. Nice end to the lap from the Toro Rosso driver, and he goes P6, just ahead of Lixer, which is quite interesting there. Comes to show how Fidgeting Dragon's actually found his pace in B-League and found his way around some of these guys, and he is improving race upon race. What did you say, sorry?
James Killer is going quicker.
James Killer is going quicker, 10th and a half quicker through the middle sector. That's why I'm bored with him. I think he mightn't be improving here. Oh, he just improves and goes ahead of Toad. 27.677 there. Not a full number, a lap time from James Killer. Jamie Boy has just set the same lap time as Lixer though and has gone 8th, and I think S-Boy has just put himself up to 12th as well, ahead of Niels. But keep an eye out for Niels because he will improve quite notably in the end of this session. Anybody else on a lap as of note? Niels? Oh no, Niels is on that lap. Rebs ran out of fuel. Toad, I think, might be on a lap. Well off the pace, though, compared to what he normally is. Toro Rosso on a Ferrari getting out of the way there. And that's what the yellow flags are for down in Sector 3, running down the hangar straight. And Toad entering stall.
I've got no revs glitch, which is good.
Yep, Toad coming, diving back into the pits. Clearly not happy with his lap. S-Boy is only a 10th and a half off through the first sector, and he's coming through the Maggots and Beckett's section now, just exiting Beckett's, and S-Boy is 4 tenths down, so I don't think he will be improving on that. Niels is in the middle sector, going through Brooklands and Luffield. He's now running down the straight. It'll be interesting to know if anybody of the top guys can improve. Anybody surprised you at the moment, Mr. F6?
Mr. Mithery.
Mr. Mittery, from one message to another.
Do you know what I'm surprised with? I'm surprised with the times that they're doing. Because, last night, I think Paul was like a 26.3 or something. So for the Bealey people to be a couple of tenths off, that is quite good, I will admit.
Ooh. By the way, thank you to the 2 dislikers that have disliked the stream. I do appreciate your comments and your views within the thingy. Everyone's still there? Neil's just improving a little bit, 27.8. Oh, your mic is bad. Goodness me.
What?
Sorted itself out now, though. Yeah, we do have 2 dislikers on the stream, so whoever you are, thank you very much for disliking this stream. Clearly you are just an ignorant piece of shit that doesn't belong to be on this earth, but there we go.
Okay.
I mean, if it's 2 of our drivers that have disliked the stream by accident, then I do apologise for that comment, but if it's anybody else, then screw yous.
Anyway.
Cheers, Jeff.
Anyways.
Cheers, Jeff.
Everyone coming out of the pits very late on. I've just been informed, by the way, that it is a heavy rain start to the session, to the race session. So it's going to be interesting. Might be full wet, could be inters. Not sure yet. We will see when we get in. Who hasn't?
I'm surprised Jacko hasn't come out, done a quick lap.
Wallbank's on an outlap.
Oh no, it's what do you call it? What?
Wallbank's on an outlap, just to point out at the bottom there.
Right. Just in the way of Mr. Mithery there, and now someone's alongside him.
Quite a few drivers on that lap as well behind him.
I've told David to stop to retire. And I did tell him that in order to have
Whoa! Come on, Mr. Midry! Who was that? False India in the way! That was Jacko! Jacko in the way of Mr. Midry! Something has to be done about that. Jacko, not sure if he realised he was coming. Yeah, go away. Mr. Midry out the session. That's unfortunate. I mean, yeah.
Oh, is that really necessary, David?
Yeah, I mean, I think David is wanting a race ban for next race, so that is what he's going to get. And then maybe I'll take it a stage further. Maybe he won't race in this league anymore.
He's got a car approaching behind him. He's got a car approaching behind him.
Just as well that timer has hit.
I mean, what is he doing? He's now just cut the chicane.
Yep, but he won't get a lap in. Yep, there we go. Checker flags are out for him, so thank God he's not going to be sent a lap. Anyways, let's focus on the drivers that do deserve some of our attention, and Glocky is coming through Cops on a very quick lap. He's on a low fuel setup as well, trying to go quicker than Deneen on a 26.5 currently. Deneen, 26.6 for Glocky, so he's only got to find around a 10th and a quarter to nab pole off Deneen. And I'll tell you what, he's putting in a very good lap here. This could be Glocky on pole. I think that might be Rocco behind him on a lap as well. It's either Rocco or Reb on a lap behind him, so I will come to him, one of those two, very, very shortly. Storm has dived it back into the pits. Glocky now around the final corner. Let's see if he's going to go quicker than Deneen. Coming around the final corner, Glocky, is he going to nick it from Deneen? Yes, he is. It's a massive improvement, 26.2, and he goes pole for now. Deneen on lap, and he's a 10.5 up. It was Reb that, as I crossed the line, didn't improve. So let's keep on board with Deneen. He's 3/10 up in the middle sector. Where's he found this from? Where has he found this from? Deneen. He's got a Toro Rosso in front of him. Sorry, a Force India in front of him, which I think might be Jacko on a lap. Jacko is on a lap. This is not going to suit Deneen through the final sector. It's helping him along. Deneen now up to the line. And he goes pole, but he got help from Jacko there in front of him. Jacko didn't improve on this lap, I don't think, either. I think he might have, actually, by a couple of tenths. Fitching Dragon is the only one on a lap, as Mr. F6 has lagged out. Mr. F6 has lagged out. I think it's just as well, really. Is Small Guy there?
I am.
Yes, you are. Good. Oh. The Fidging Dragon comes across the line. And that is qualifying over for the British Grand Prix. And hopefully, B-League, we do get a better race than Thingy Elliott leaving the session. So I'm not sure if he's going to catch up on the start of this race.
Is it TJ McLean?
Deneen with a very quick lap there, nabbing. So Deneen on top by nearly 0.2 of a second in the Sauber. Glocky in second with Mr. Mittery in third. Toad in fourth with Rocco top 5. Then it's Storm, Fidging Dragon, Lixer, Jamie Boy and Mads top 10. S-Boy, Niels, James Killer, Reb, Jacko top 15. And then it's all Stephen Lawmans. Billy, who was left and rejoined the session, and David Warbank starting at the bottom. I know he didn't set a lap time, but he did come out on 2 installation laps, which is not under the rules and guidance of the TFRL rules, of course, and he will be punished accordingly. Somebody's mic is very, very laggy. And I mean very, very laggy. But I've been informed it's a heavy rain start, so let's see what conditions are going to throw up here in Britain. Is it going to be wet for the start? As I've got a black screen, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh, and that's him leaving the session. There we go, full wet conditions by the looks. Blue sky appearing above the track, above the grandstand there. Not sure, have you got names loading on your screen, Small?
I'm just putting a message in the chat.
Right, well, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if we're going to have to restart, or I don't know what's going on here. Stream's up fine. It's definitely not my end. Ah, there we go. Oh, we're already on the formation lap. What the hell?
Oh.
Well, we're on a formation lap anyways. It's intermediate conditions for the start of this race. And let me take you through the field. So Deneen, Glocky and Mr. Mittery starting top 3. Billy has left the session once again. Put a message in the chat saying, Billy, do not join. Tell Billy don't join, because it will cause interference in this race, and I think Elliott is doing the same. I think it might be best if both of them don't join the session, and then we can try and get a clean race for our drivers, and out of respect for the others as well. I think that might be the best port of call. But top 3 predictions. Small guy, are you there? And what's your top 3?
I'm still typing a message.
Well, I'll put my top 3 in then. I know Niels is starting down in 12th, but he is a master of the intermediate conditions. These intermediate conditions aren't going to last, as Force India has just put it in the wall there. Mr. Mitri crashing in the wall.
Jacko?
No, Mr. Mitri crashing in the wall going towards cops. It's me. Billy has joined back the session, even though I did tell him not to join back. So that's great anyway. But top 3 for me. I am going to go for Glocky for the win. I'm going to go Mr. Mitri second, and I'm going to go Rocco third as my top 3. Elixir could do well if it dries up. I think further down the order, the likes of Lawmans, if he is racing competitively and wants to race for the win, he can do. He's starting in 17th, and speaking of which, he's just been disqualified from the session, which is great work.
Jacko's really slowed up.
Yep, Jacko and Wallbank really slowing up as well. Obviously, he wants to take the piss out of this race. So let me just put it on record that Wallbank, if you don't get a move on, you will be kicked out of this league faster than you can blink, my son. Anyways, everyone now coming to the end of the formation laps, and we are about to get started. We are waiting for this absolute mongrel to come round. David Wallbank clearly messing us about tonight. He's going to rejoin in his grid position. About time. There he is in 19th place. Billy's car not on the grid, so he won't be racing. But 5 red lights are about to go out here for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, and it is a very long delay, but it's lights out and away we go, and a good start there by Deneen. Glocky on the left hand side of the screen might have got the better start actually. Glocky's going to have the inside into turn 1. Deneen doesn't fight it, and Glocky through the inside. Been a massive crash in behind. There's a Renault, there's Licks around, Toad round, Toro Rosso going off. Glocky has lost the lead of the race, and Deneen leads from Mr. Mitri. Storm going round the outside for his best start of the season. Not sure what happened in behind. Lomans has been caught up in something. Wallbank already up to 13th place, but Licks and Toad caught up in an early collision. Deneen leads them down toward Brooklands.
It was a Ferrari.
Ferrari might have been Reb then.
That?
I think it might have been Reb. Or Rocco. Rocco was around then, so yeah, it might have been Rocco then. So, but Deneen going through Luffield, really fighting the car through Luffield. They've got to take it easy, these guys, in the intermediate conditions. A relatively clean start apart from that first lap collision, and Deneen leads on the run down towards Cops, with Mr. Mitri and Storm following in behind. Glocky already down to P4 after having a half spin at turn 2. Rocco right on the back with Fidgeting Dragon. Toro Rosso guys going quite strongly as everyone files through Cops, with Jamie Boy, Niels, Reb and Mads filling out the top 10. Jacko trying to go for a move going into Maggots. Not quite going to work for the Force India drive there. He's just got to keep it clean and get it into rhythm early. As Wallbank, Stephen and Lawmans go 3 wide coming out of Beckett's. I've never seen that ever. Whoa. Oh my God almighty. Jesus Christ, Rocco's just got past Glocky further up the field, but Stephen, as Elliott joins, Lawmans has just done him up the inside there. A David Wallbank losing positions, possibly, not quite. But relatively clean start, apart from Lixer and Tull getting up in that early collision. Relatively clean from the B-League guys, which is good to see, especially in these wet conditions. Deneen leads from Mr. Mitri. Storm dropping off now. Glocky. Storm's actually made a mistake there at turn 1. Glocky and Rocco side by side. Glocky defending the inside line. Bit aggressively, if I have to be honest, there from AZR Glock. Not quite sure what he's trying to do there. Rocco outpositioned himself and losing positions. There's Fidgeting Dragon going for fourth place in 5th in 5 races. That's a bit of a mouthful to say, but now Rocco and Fidgeting Dragon go side by side running down the straight. Rocco down on the inside line into Brooklands, trying to get it done, and Rocco has got that move done just about down the inside at Luffield. Fidgeting Dragon in 5th place. With Storm, quite a few drivers losing positions. I think Jamie Boy's lost a whole host of positions there. Fidgeting Dragon, something has happened there as he loses positions further down the order. He's lost 3 positions as Jamie Boy tries to go up the inside of him and makes it stick at Cops. And Jacko catching up in this. Mads is up in this as well. Whole host of a midfield battle here. Reb, Storm, Jamie Boy, Jacko, Fidgeting Dragon and Mads. 6-car train Jamie Boy cut in the corner. Was that Jamie Boy cut in the corner? It was. And he comes into contact with, I think it was Fidgeting Dragon or Jacko there. One of the two.
No, it was Storm.
It was Storm. It was one of the guys in 7th, 8th line, so I thought I may as well. The Fidgeting Dragon's trying to go for an inside move at Stowe, and that is a great move. But I think Jacko has picked up front wing damage, has he?
Yeah, I saw some front wing go off on through Maggotts and Beckett's, yeah.
Yeah, Jacko does have front wing damage, so Mads in behind. Lomans is already up into 11th place with David Warbank falling through in 12th. But battle for the lead beginning to develop, actually. Let's go on board with Mr. Mitri as he starts to catch Deneen. So the Dutchman, in traditionally British conditions, catching the Irishman. Could we see, for the first weekend ever, 2 Irishmen on top in A-League and B-League, with Deneen in first at the minute and Scuba winning last night?
Looks around the outside of David Wallbank for 12th. Not quite going to make it happen there.
Who ran the outside of David Wallbank for 12th, did you say that?
Lixer.
Lixer, I thought you said Niels. I was going to say, you might have a desync. Goodness me.
Lixer down the inside of David Wallbank. And that is a done. No, they're still side by side on exit. Lixer's holding it around the outside.
Wallbank down the inside. Yeah, Wallbank keeping that. Good battle going on there between the Scotsman and the Brit.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know how I managed to join. I had no invites left, but I looked and saw that Small Guy was hosting. It said join session, so I went for it. Glocky, 3-second time penalty.
Oh yeah, Wallbank's not Scottish, is he? He's from Huddersfield.
Glocky was miles off, James, at the F section.
Glocky miles off. I was on board with the battles further down the field actually there, so I didn't see that. But quite a few drivers now begin to spread themselves out. We are about to approach lap 4. I've been informed that the intermediates are going to stop. The rain is going to stop around lap 10, 11 possibly, with the... Oh, Glocky losing it, going through the final couple of corners as the battle for the lead keeps developing, because here comes Mr. Mitri on the back of Deneen. As I was alluding to last lap, could we have 2 Irishmen on the top spot of the podium for the first time in TFRL history? Deneen leading the way from Mr. Mitri in second. Glocky 3.6 seconds back. He made that early mistake at turn 2. Lomans has just lost 2 positions.
Very wide.
Was that Lomans running wide? Is that what you picked up on that? Rocco. Lomans losing down positions. Not sure what happened. Go on board with him.
David Warbank's losing places as well.
Yeah, Lomans is off. Not sure what's happened to Lomans there. James Killer is on his inside, so Lomans getting the chance to race and not really making much of his chances. But David Warbank is on the back of Lixer. But I'm going to keep on board with this battle for the lead.
David Warbank's got a penalty to serve.
Yeah, ideally I want to try and keep on board with battles that are being streamed and not battles further down that might be closer. I know you're trying to keep up on the action. Thank you very much. Toad is on the back of Old Stephen if you want to catch up on that. And Lomans and James Killer have just collided, I think. And Lomans is DNF'd as well. But the battle for the lead... 5/10. Mr. Midri is catching. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. I think Stephen. Oh, and Toad and Stephen coming in a bit of a contact there.
Virtual safety car.
Oh yeah, VSE deployed. So that has brought a neutralisation on the race. Stephen in the gravel, not really great. They were going side by side, Toad and Stephen in the dry conditions. Elixir gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That's a bit of a weird one. Rocco is in for free pit stop. Rocco's in.
Yeah, 3 of them are in, James. Lixer's coming in to do his drive-through.
Lixer coming in to do his drive-through. Jacko and Mads also taking a free pit stop here as well. It's definitely not dry conditions. I think they're going for another set of inters.
So who was that just overtook under the safety car, virtual safety car? That was Toad getting past Jamie Boy under VSC.
Toad getting past Jamie Boy, and Rocco was stuck in the pits.
Oh, you're joking.
Rocco was stuck in the pits, so he has lost about 8 seconds. I'm not sure if he was getting a front wing change. It might have been that case, but Rocco has lost quite a different amount of time, as I've just missed the restart. We are back under restart conditions here. The VSC has ended, and Deneen, Mr. Mitri trying to chase down Deneen, but it looks like Deneen has actually got the match of Mr. Mitri currently in these conditions. As you see, Glocky and Niels just run a little bit wide on the run down towards Cops in the background of shot there.
Oh, Deneen nearly losing traction there.
Mr. Mitri's close, he's closing in. Can he get close to the Cyber driver? This is as close as I've seen him, to be honest.
Yeah, this is going to be close, going on to a hanger straight. Although Deneen got a good run out of there.
Yep, closest battle is the lead battle now. Deneen and Mr. Mitri. Lap 6 out of 26 is a better start.
Well.
Battles for third, yeah. Glocky very slow in the background of shot. Niels trying to catch him. I don't think he's going to go for a move. They're just flooding through the background of shot. They'll come into shot any minute now. There they are in the background, and they are around 5/10 off each other. S-Boy has just gone past old Stephen for 11th place.
Wow, Fidgeting Dragon and Storm were side by side. And down the inside.
Oh, Mr. Midri! Mr. Midri spun out a second. He's out the race. He spun by himself on the curb. Mr. Midri! It's gifted Deneen a possible win. Oh, unbelievable scenes. I was on board with him all the time there. And I've never seen a mistake like that from a driver before at the final corner. Mr. Midri out the race from a potential winning position. Could that shape his championship for the rest of the season? We'll have to find out, of course, in the next couple of rounds. But Niels is right on the back of Glocky for second place. And he's diving it down the inside of Brooklands. There he goes, down the inside of Brooklands, the Red Bull. Toro Rosso, the sister cars fighting each other. Glocky's still there on the inside, just forcing Niels out wide, and I think he might just have the run off the corner here. Glocky on the inside. He's still there. Niels has got the traction off the corner. They're side by side running down towards Cops. They're still side by side. I think Niels might just have to pull out of this one and let Glocky go through the corner in front. And that's exactly what he does, the Dutchman. But he's right on the back of him again. Not over and done with. Glocky leads Niels through Maggots and Beckett, with Deneen getting away 4.9 seconds. That gap is extending out, so Deneen having quite an easy race in front. Reb is making a good race of it as well. He's in fourth at the minute.
Did you catch Mr. Mitteri's spin on the stream?
Yes, I did. I caught it on stream. Just totally lost it. Niels down on the inside at Stoll. Niels has got the move. Glocky.
He's still there.
Backs it off, I think. He's just going to back off. No, he's going down the inside. I want to come over with this if I can. And Glocky repays the favour, but Niels trying to run. Deneen setting fastest lap of the race. Niels trying to go up the inside at the final corner. That's where Mr. Mitri spun, of course, last lap around. But Glocky is going to keep second place going through the first corner. Would have been silly if Niels went for that through the first corner, and Glocky maintains second for now, but for how long? Because Niels, this is going to be the yo-yo effect I think we're going to be seeing in the race. He could dive it down there. There was a gap on the inside, but that could have been a little bit rash if he did decide to go for that. Reb is beginning to try and close in this gap as well. 4.5 seconds, 4.3, so that gap is coming down.
It is? It doesn't look like it is. Down the inside goes Niels
down the inside, Brooklands.
It's a long way back.
He might try and get the traction. He's going to go under, up and under. Niels is going to go up and under. Glocky defends well, though. Look at the position of the car there from AZR Glock. And Glocky still maintains that second place, as Lixa has pitted.
Just to note, whilst this is all going on, David Warbank picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Yeah, that's corner cutting then from David Warbank's perspective. He's 4 seconds off Storm at the minute in 7th place, but he did serve that qualifying ban, which was good of him, and he is in 7th place.
Storm on the exit of the old turn 1. Very
good run out by Niels. Here comes Niels. Here comes Niels on Glocky. Sorry to butt in, but here comes Niels on Glocky. Got a much better run out of the Maggots and Beckett section there. And Niels diving down the inside at Stoll. Has he got it done? Glocky side by side with him. Still side by side. He's still there. Glocky could go for it. He's just backing up. A little bit of a lock up there from Glocky. Just positions himself, and Niels has got that move done. Good one-on-one combat there between both drivers. And this is the only closest battle on track now because everyone's starting to spread themselves out a bit.
Yeah, Glocky was in reverse going into that down the inside there, James, to get the car
picks
stopped.
up a 3-second time penalty down the inside.
That's his second one, I believe.
Yeah, is the rain beginning to relent a little bit? It looks like it might be. Sun trying to break through.
Really? You think?
Yeah, I can see like glimmers of sun coming off the visor. Neil's beginning to shoot up the road though. He is now setting his sights on Deneen. He's got to make this stint count on the Inters to try and get Deneen, and Niels will try and get his third win of the season and extend his championship lead, of course.
Mads now with the new fastest lap of the race there, James.
Yeah, Rocco just set the fastest lap of the race before that as well, so the track definitely beginning to get a little bit quicker. Rain possibly relenting out on track. We're certainly going to get dries very, well, not very soon, but we're going to get dries probably somewhere 16, 17, I would think. It's normally about 9 laps to go, but no other battles going on. I'm still keeping on board with Glocky and Niels at the minute, because they're still the closest battle, just about on track.
I'm still unable to ride on board with Billy.
Billy's car was not on the grid, so he's not in the race.
Right, okay, that makes sense. It does keep flashing with the word pit next to his name, so...
Elliot has stuck Keelan on mute. Childish, to be honest, when they're both in the commentary box. That comes from our very own Will Murdoch. And that's caused a bit of tension in the commentary box, I can tell, because S-Boy is now catching Jamie Boy going just out of still there.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Small Guy has got me on mute, which is quite childish if I've got to be honest. Oh, Stephen in the pits though?
Small?
Yeah, you better be.
Yes. I'm sorry, Elliot put me on mute, so I thought it would have been awkward if he's speaking. I'm speaking at the same time, but you can't, but I can't hear Elliot, so
I didn't even know I had you on mute.
Oh, Stephen pitting, another set of intermediate conditions, and it definitely looks like the rain is beginning to relent up here at Silverstone, because that rain is getting lighter in the pit lane. Considerably lighter compared to what we've seen. Glocky has dropped off another 8 tenths on Niels. It was at 6 tenths briefly, but Niels and Glocky still 1.3 seconds off. Not much going out on track. I'm going to look through your comments at the minute. Come on Ryan, says Isidar Flying Italian. So clearly supporting Glocky, who I'm currently on board with.
Ignore what I said.
Let's give a bit of airtime to 9th and 10th. In fact, there might be a little bit of a battle developing between Toad, Jimmy Boy and S-Boy here. Possibly. Sun beginning to break through, rain beginning to relent. Could see an early pit stop on the softs, I think. Be the best compound of tyre to go on this thingy. I'll give it everything, says Ryan. Not many comments coming through. Is anybody been putting stuff in the chat? In the B-League chat?
Not during the race.
Not during the race, good.
Mr. Mitri got Raji at Jacko from what happened in quality, but that's about it.
Yeah,
I
Mr.
mean,
said that he got too quick on the power, that's why he spun. And he went
ah.
out.
So that explains that. But we could have an interesting teammate battle developing now. 7th and 8th beginning to get closing up. Toad is beginning to pull in on David Warbank. He's beginning to close in on him. Not pull in on him, he's beginning to close in on him. Is the right terminology for this race. But Warbank, 7th at the minute. Position gained, by the way. Let me just take you through that. David Warbank's gained 12. Reb has gained 10 and Niels has gained 10. So quite interesting position changes there. Also notable position changes for Stephen, Jacko and Fidgeting Dragon on 2, and S-Boy has gained 1 position as well. Deneen currently running around 5.5 seconds out in front, and that gap is definitely not closing in anytime soon. As it's all gone quiet in the comment box, as there's nothing much happening now on track. Will Senyo. Stephen has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. I was going for a bit of the hokey cokey there.
David's
like, whoa. Oh, he has a little bit of a moment. Toad also, though, just getting caught on the power, and he's just lost a little bit of time there. So not close enough for a manoeuvre here. But he is pushing it, and he has saved up quite a bit of his ERS. He's got 60% ERS. With David Wallbank around similar levels, 65%, I think I caught him at there. So relatively around the same levels, these two Renaults. Goloki, I thought was beginning to catch Niels again. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1, which is...
No,
Goloki!
Glocky,
it was Glocky! Yeah, he's lost 3 seconds. Must have got caught too early on the power. I think that might have been through turn 2. I didn't catch that on stream, but I'm under the impression that was through turn 2, out of turn 1 and into turn 2, and got caught in a bit of a half spin. But we do have a battle actually developing, right at the back. But let's give them a bit of airtime anyways. Old Stephen and Lixer. Lixer outbreaking himself there. Very, very close to the back of old Stephen. Goodness me. These guys are just about to go on to lap 11, of course. Is Lixer going to try and find a way past old Stephen round the outside of turn 1? Surely not. Old Stephen, Lixer. Lixer just backs off quite wisely there. Didn't want to go for a move. He's right on the back of old Stephen in the meantime, though. Another co-commentator has joined us back.
Who was that off? Storm, miles off at the old turn 1 once again. Looked like he was coming out the pit lane again.
Going ball with the battle for the back. 14th and 15th, because Lixer could be finding a way past old Stephen right round the outside. Oh, we're late on the brakes, right round the outside of Brooklands. Oh, that is a superb move. A stupendous move by Lixer. Right round the outside on the brakes. Oh, Stephen did not see that coming, and Lixer has just left him for dead in the matter of strides. Lixer gets up to 14th place. Oh, Stephen probably still reeling from that. He's got to keep car control going through cops. He doesn't want to lose it through here. He's in a bit of shock, I think. Goodness me, what a move that is.
I've got a really weird camera angle on Deneen's car.
I'm currently on board TV pod. Might help. Niels has lost a second though. Niels has lost a second. And everyone just beginning to spread themselves out a little bit. Oh, Stephen's still really losing time to Lixer now. He had to make a count round the outside of Brooklands, and if I've ever seen such a beautiful move pulled off in B-League, that was it. Because that was nailed to perfection. I rode on board with old Stephen when he got past, and Lixer just swept in. It could have made contact, but he just timed it to perfection. It was lovely.
You could say he lixered it down the inside.
No, he lixered it round the outside, I think he's meant to be saying.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Sometimes you've got to lixer it and send it.
Lixer it and send it indeed. But 7th and 8th beginning to get a little bit closer. David Wallbank and Toad once again. Toad just got to be wary of his fuel though. It's running on yellow at the minute, which I think is naught. So he's like neutral fuel, if you like. So he's got literally nothing left.
Struggling then. Look at this. He's caught David Wallbank by a mile.
Yeah, Wallbank's struggling. Rain beginning to relent.
Significantly. Look at this.
Catching him. He is in ERS mode 5, as is David Wallbank, so there is no excuses here between these two. Toad just having the worst run out of thingy. Yeah, Wallbank coming in the pits.
Speeding in the pit lane.
That's got to be...
No.
If he's pitting fenters, he is going to be... worse off. He is going to be worse off, because this rain is stopping. You can see on the camera angle, this rain is now stopping. This is the wrong call, I think. That is a set of inters out in his pit box. He is going to be at the back. When the dries come, he's going to be at the back.
He's held. He's held, James.
Yeah, 5 seconds. That was a 5-second stop go from. He did pick up a 5-second stop go earlier on in the race. He's going to get out of ahead of Lixer and old Stephen quite easily as well. Nothing much going on. Jamie Boyd trying to catch Toad for 7th and 8th. But at the minute, nothing really much as of note going on out on track. Deneen currently leads. We're halfway through. Deneen leads by 6.5 seconds from Niels, with Glucky in 3rd. Isidore performing quite strongly, with Reb still maintaining that 4th position after early contact. We're not sure if it was from Rocco or from Reb. I think it might have been from Rocco, actually. compared to Reb. Jimmy Boy running wide of Cops there, trying to gain time on Toad. In fact, he is beginning to lose time. But this rain is starting to get lighter, and maybe lap 16 and 17, as I said earlier on, might be the right time. But that rain has actually just begun to pick up a little bit, I think. Possibly. I don't know. That's a high rev. That's a high revs for S-Boy there. Goodness me. Is he trying to break that Sauber coming down into Still? Goodness me.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Toad is in the pits though. Toad has responded to his teammate coming in the pits, and he's now coming in. Another set of inters. I think this will be a set of inters. The rain is relenting up in the pit lane, but not out on track, which is quite strange.
It's just different.
Yep, Toad coming in for a set of inters, and it is a clean pit stop from the Renault guys. He's going to be out in front of Wallbank, I think, here with this. Mad's just running on the final corner now, just saw him in the back of shot.
Yeah, miles ahead.
Sorry, it was Jacko running around the final corner. There is Jacko, and Toad is going to be around 5 seconds ahead of him, I think, coming out the pits. Toad just out the pits. Licks is setting faster stops, so the track is getting a little bit quicker. It's 6.5 seconds the gap between Toad and Wallbank, but yeah, about 5. Yeah, it's going to be around 5 seconds.
Good call.
5th and 6th beginning to get a little bit close together. Fidgeting Dragon and Storm, he's beginning to... Oh, Storm actually, he's nearly got a full bar of ERS left. He could use that up to try and catch him. He's got 20% more ERS compared to Fidgeting Dragon at this moment in time.
The yellow bar on the steering wheel, is that fuel?
That is fuel. Is that for Fidgeting Dragon by any chance?
The yellow,
I can't see his, unfortunately.
the yellow bar on the steering wheel.
Oh, the yellow bar is the hydro usage for the ERS.
Okay, thanks.
So that's what the H... I think it's hydraulic usage or something. I think that's what the H means.
Huge moment.
Mike's slacking. Again. Yeah, Storm did have a huge moment there as Elliot was trying to come through on the mic there, but Storm did have a huge moment. Oh, speaking of huge moments, I think Fidgeting Dragon might have just had one there. Right in front, he's lost around 5 tenths there, nearly.
Was that a problem on the exit of turn 1?
It was, he just took it almost cautious like going through turn 1 and 2, and Storm took it more aggressively, and he has caught that 5/10 gap, and he is still bringing them in. So this is going to be the battle that is developing out on track. Deneen, I think, might have had a mistake somewhere out on track as well, because that gap's now under 5 seconds for the lead.
I just think Niels is quicker at this point.
Niels might be quicker at this point, of course. They will be expecting dries. Let's make a prediction when the dries are going to be coming out. It's got to be around lap 20-21, I think, surely.
I was going to say 21.
23.
23, that's a bit late.
3-lap dry sprint.
That's a bit late. Lixer's right on the back of David Wallbank, though. Is he going to Lixer it and send it? Yes, he is, down the inside of Brooklands. But David Wallbank trying to cut him off.
There.
And that is good positioning of the car there for Wallbank, if I have to be honest. Lixer could lick it and send it down the inside, trying to go for a switchback. Not quite. Wallbank pulling away through the corner. And Wallbank just holds on to 13th place for now. Lixer will try it down the hanger straight, I think.
Do like Lixer's crash helmet. It looks like a horseshoe on top.
Does look like a horseshoe on top. 1 bar for David Wallbank, but his connection's actually been quite stable, if I've got to be honest tonight. Yeah. There are battles developing out on track. Might have been a little bit of a desync moment there.
The back of it.
Wallbank's lost it on entry. Oh, Lexus right on the back now. Pity there's no DRS. Storm's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. I think that was for turn 1. He will be around there. Lixer, David Wallbank coming across there on Lixer. Trying to defend the position. Lixer's got to try it. He's got to defend it. The left-hand side of the track. Lixer on the brake. Should get it. Wallbank gave him room there. He's going to try and go for the up and under. But he hasn't got those tyres are overheating now for Wallbank. Those tyres are overheating. Lixer gets past. Lixer on fresher tyres up to 13th. And should make light work of Wallbank. And in fact, Wallbank taking a very bad line through turn 1. Rain is easing up. You are right. And that's already a second for Lixer.
What David Wallbank's doing. David Wallbank is pushing these tyres too hard now. He's trying to get the maximum out of them before the
before the dries.
dry,
This
yeah.
this track mind, I think, is going to dry up pretty quick. This track is
tell
going
you
to
what.
dry up pretty quick.
S-Boy's catching Jamie Boy.
Storm catching Fidget Dragon as well.
Oh, I tell you what.
Oh, Storm off of
caught up
Maggots
to
and
that, and he
Beckett's.
went across.
Storm was off
Yeah,
of
he went
Maggots and
across.
Beckett's there, sorry. Storm just sort of, I don't know what happened through the corner, but he made a mistake and
S-Boy.
had to cut Beckett's, the first half of Beckett's. So Storm,
Yeah.
losing out, but he got a 3-second time penalty for that. S-Boy right on the back of Jamie Boy though, 7th and 8th.
I'll
Maybe
tell
a
you what,
four-way battle developing
Punch
here.
Dragon. And
Jamie Boy's in
also
as well.
comes to S-Boy.
Jamie Boy's in.
Jamie Boy, sorry.
S-Boy.
I think pitting now is a good idea.
Pitting now is a
anyone
good
else
idea.
else noticed S-Boys? S-Boys tyres?
Inters.
Not on my screen, they're not. They're yellow marked.
That's the
Yeah,
same
that's a
with,
tyre glitch. Definitely on Inters on my screen. Everyone on Inters on my screen, because that's Fidgeting Dragon and another set of Inters. That's another wrong call, I think, because this rain is easing up.
I think this is a good call because he was losing
that's
a
a
lot of
wrong
time to
call.
Storm.
That's a
And
wrong call,
Storm's
but
struggling.
these guys essentially are going to have to pit again. If DRS gets enabled now, and Fidgeting Dragon just came out the pits, he's going to be losing out on a whole host of time. Lexer is pulling away from David Woolbank in behind. 2.4 seconds of Fidgeting Dragon. By the way, gap for the lead is still beginning to come down. Deneen 4 seconds in front from Niels. Jamie Boy still in the pits. He's going to be coming out in last place, 15th. Still 15 drivers going round, which is a credit because we only had 9 finishes last night. I think we could be going for higher finishing total in B League, which is quite rare. Oh, and Jamie Boy has parked up. Oh!
Oh no, you're joking.
Oh, that's brilliant! Oh, why has he been disqualified? Oh, he's stuck in the pit! He's stuck in the pit! Please say his car is going to get out of there! Thank God. Oh my God, I hope we don't get... Oh, S-Boy on the back of Storm! I'm sorry, Storm coming in the pits. Storm coming in the pits. By the way, for those that might have been of the conscience, Jamie Boy was on the medium compound of tyre there, coming out the pits.
That's probably
before
why.
he failed.
Stay away from the medium
That's the
drivers.
strangest crash I think I've ever seen in any league race.
bit of an
happened
update.
exactly?
Niels has no penalties, whereas Deneen only has one.
Yeah, but look at the gap,
watching
3.5 seconds. Deneen has still got a 3/10 advantage at this moment in time. Red beginning to catch Glocky as well. The Storm is going to exit the pit, I think, ahead of Wallbank. Yes, he is. Storm is going to be out in front by around 2 seconds, I think. Storm out on the Inters as well. Track, though, beginning to dry up through Abbey, I think this is. Through this village section coming through here. Wallbank cut in the corner there.
Look at Deneen's ERS and Niels. Niels has only got 50% more than him. And he's been gaining on the last 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, but Deneen has gained most on this lap, though. He's 3.8 seconds now ahead of Niels. So that gap was at 3.3. It's now 3.8. Deneen is making the most out of these tyres at the moment. Licks are closing up to Fidgeting Dragon, and the fresh tyres of Fidgeting Dragon is going to be put to the test because he's already got a test right in behind him. Lixer, can he go and Lixer and send it for a point potentially in B League tonight? Let's have a look and see if he can get past. Much better exit from Lixer, right on the limit, and Lixer now closing in. Rain, I think, has stopped out on track, has it? No, it's coming down, in fact. Still falling. We could have Inters to the end of the race, perhaps.
Niels in.
Mads,
3 seconds.
Mads is in.
Yeah.
Mads has got a 5-second stop goal for exceeding track limits as well. Where is Mads?
Rain is
Mads having a
definitely
quiet race
easing
in
off.
7th.
Yeah.
Lixer right on the back of Fidgeting Dragon, though. Closest battle on track. Toad is catching Jacko as
Yeah.
well.
Just about to mention that. Lixa
picks up a 3-second time penalty, and they're pretty much going side by side through turn one. Here comes Lixa down the inside, and he's got the position. Fidget Dragon was aware of the danger, and he gets past Lixa into the point. He's up to 10th, and he is having a very nice comeback race at this moment in time. Fidget Dragon nearly losing it under pressure there. David Wallbank has made some sort of a mistake, I think, because Storm is out ahead of him. Oh no, Storm came out ahead of him in the pits, but David Wallbank's losing time. So that explains that. Toad was within 5/10 of Jackal. That's just fluctuated out to 7/10 now. And he is catching him. Jackal, I think, just moving on the straight to try and keep heat into those tyres. These tyres are going to be getting colder, of course, as we approach a possible dry stint. But as the laps tick down, are we going to get as... What the hell has happened out in front? Has Deneen made a mistake? It's now 1.3 seconds. Deneen has had a huge moment somewhere.
No, I still think that Niels is quicker than him. It's the tyres now.
I think it's a case of both.
Deneen's tyres are going. Niels has got the better tyre management, I think. Let's have a ride on board. It's difficult to tell. I think there might be more graining on Deneen's than on Niels at the minute.
Niels does have the wheel power.
James, I think this is going to stay a damp.
Oh, actually, just picking up. Rain has stopped. Rocco and S-Boy are changing positions, and they're fighting side by side, actually coming out of village. And Rocco has got that position. He's up to 5th, sneaking through on the inside of S-Boy, who is having the best race of his B-League career so far. Could he lick it up? Could he go down the inside? Not quite.
Dramatically. Look at this. We just gained a whole second on him. We're about to see a whole load of battles here, boys.
We are about to see a whole lot of battles. I'm going to go and battle the lead. Here comes Niels down the inside. He's right around the outside, going in the stall. Niels has got it done. Deneen just lets him through there. So maybe Deneen is going to pit. I think Deneen might be coming in the pits this lap.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
But Niels is in! Niels is in front! Niels is coming in as well! Glocky and Reb might have to respond to this. As further on down the field, Toad has just got Jacko on the run down the inside into Cops. Very nice move for there by Toad. Jacko's just got to back off this. And he does. Jacko backing off. Those tyres definitely going. Toad beginning to make his way through the field. He's now got Mads in front. Are those dry tyres for the two leaders, by the way? Let's have a look. Yes, softs for Niels and softs for Deneen. Interesting. I don't think it's dry yet.
Glocky and...
Oh, Glocky having a moment!
Red.
Glocky had a massive moment coming out of turn 2.
Sure.
Yes, he did. He got caught in the grass. Rocco, Niels, Deneen, S-Boy in the pit. So Niels and Deneen are going to be out in 4th and 5th. And Niels has cut the white line there.
Niels has got broken front wing.
He's crashing, going out the pits. This is not dry. This is not dry. Stay out if you are wanting to stay out. This could be gaining. Is it a 1-2 here? Glocky and Reb. Reb going down the inside of Glocky. Has Glocky got a puncture? I think he might have. Glocky has got a puncture on the rear. It's the rear left, I think. It is the rear left. Wow, Glocky's tyres going off the boil. And Reb triumphantly takes the lead. We were having an AZR 1-2. Surely are we not going to have a Vettel and Raikkonen incident here at Silverstone and B-League tonight? Reb leading the way, track drying off. When are these guys going to pit? There is a dry line now forming through Maggots and Beckett. Glocky off in the middle sector.
Deneen's lost the place as well. Deneen's
on softs. Deneen's on softs. He can't be dealing with these conditions. Simple as that. Look at the spray coming off the back of his car. Here comes Toad.
On the back of Jacko. Yellow flag's ahead though. Who's that? Glocky's off.
Glocky's off.
And very slow as well.
Oh, Mads! Mads has just done Niels around the outside of Beckett. What a move that is. And now Deneen getting swamped by Lixa and Jackal. They've both got past relatively easily. Fidget Dragon now. Glocky has pitted again. Glocky has gone off again in the background. Storm also off.
Lagging.
I'm not lagging, I'm fine. Reb and Rocco. 10.4 seconds. And they're both in. So this is the wrong tyre strategy from both. Has to be. Reb not coming out in front because Mad and Toad are going to have him. Lixer was wide there in the background of shot, and he is going side by side with a car, but I'm not sure who it is actually. It was Fidgeting Dragon, I think.
Order for me?
Mads, Toad, Lixer, Fidgeting Dragon, Niels, Fidgeting Dragon off at turn 1. Maybe it is now, Dries. Don't listen to me if you're listening to the stream. Put it that way. David Wallbank now going past Deneen.
Rocco having a huge slide.
No, it's still wet.
Still dry. It's still enters
The
the turnover period's going to come around 24-25. So there's only going to be one lap of drives, I think.
No, next lap 23. I'm confident that it will be the crossover period and people will pit for drives.
Mad's leading the way, but who is this race going to go to? Is it going to go to Niels at the minute?
Niels has spun.
Wallbank. Oh, Niels has gone off. Speaking of Niels, he's gone off. What's happened there? And Deneen now takes the net lead of the race. What is happening tonight in Beeley? Goodness me, Rocco and Red now closing up.
Fidgeting Dragon was off there as well.
Yeah, he's on inters though. This must be the turnover period. This must be the crossover.
I've just thought, could we just appreciate Lixer coming from the back of the grid?
He's in
third.
We could also appreciate Wallbank as well from 19th up to 5th.
They're all in, James. They are all in.
Wow, they're all in. Mads is sped into the pits. Toad is coming in. Licks are in. Is Fidgeting Dragon now going to pit? They think it's softs now. David's staying out. That might be a good call, you know. That might be a good call, because I still think it's Inter's just about. But is he going to get a puncture if he goes another lap?
Niels is in. Niels has come straight back in again, James.
No, because he's only just pitted, hasn't he?
Yeah, Niels has pitted under 5 seconds stop goal. David Wallbank leading the race triumphantly. He's overheating the tyres and Needy goes for a spin. Yep, it must be Dries now, surely. Deneen in behind him by about 6 seconds, I think the gap is. It is 6 seconds. And Deneen now beginning to catch Wallbank. These drivers don't have a clue what they're doing out on track at the minute. Here comes Reb though, jumping Lixer out the pits. Reb is going to be 5th, I think.
No, he's behind him.
No, he's not. He's behind him. Taking it cautiously, I think.
Lixer last to P5. Oh, Lixer really struggling on those cold tyres though. But I tell you what, as soon as they get up to temperature, Lixer's going to be gone.
Wallbank pulling away out in front. If that is anything to go by, it is still Inters. It's fluctuating around 6.6, 6.8 at the minute. This is such a tense race. Mads has just got Reb. Mads has just dived it down the inside of Brooklands on the soft compound of tyre. Both of them on the softs, and Mads has got a clean place there. DRS enabled! DRS enabled! Now these drivers can push. Wallbank losing it through Magnussen Beckett. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I called it all those laps ago when you said it was 21.
Lap 23, yeah.
23.
5.5 seconds. Wallbank's tyres now beginning to go off. He'll be in the pits for this lap. Where is he going to rejoin? I think he's going to be rejoining at the points, possibly behind Niels.
No,
Wallbank in. Yellow flag sector 2. Speaking of Niels, he's off at Luffield.
Yeah, his race is over. He's going to retire now.
Don't you mean that corner?
No, not that corner, it's Luffield. Fidgeting Dragon now on the back of Will Stephen, who's also still out on the Inters. It should be easy picking Fidgeting Dragon. And he's gone past him, waltzing on by, and Fidgeting Dragon up to 9th. Wallbank is into the pits with Deneen now remarkably taking the lead of this race.
Oh, has he? Hang on. Oh, yeah.
Yes, he has. Oh, Stephen's crash coming in the pits. Oh, Stephen has crashed coming in the pits. Oh, unbelievable. Having a kick of oversteer coming into the pits. That's a strange one if I've ever seen it.
Oh, wow, that's a hard jump.
That's very, very hard. And Wallbank's out behind. Fidgeting Dragon.
Oh, boy. This ought to be good.
Uh-oh.
Up, boys.
Wallbank, keep it calm.
Fidgeting Dragon's gone wide. Fidgeting Dragon is cautious of David Wallbank. That's why he went wide there.
No, I think his size is just not going to go up to temperature.
Yeah, Wallbank is on cool tyres, remember, as well. S-Boy is in the points as well, I may point out. And can we just appreciate that Jacko is in 6th place as well?
Yeah, Lixer's in 4th.
Lixer is in 4th. Lixer having the better drive, I think, if I've got to be honest. But Jacko trying to put himself in the mix for drive of the day. Fidgeting Dragon getting caught in the gravel there. Wallbank is getting closer, but I think Fidgeting Dragon might just keep it going into Cops. Lixer picks up a 3-second time penalty at Cops.
Dave Warback miles off.
Is he trying to get in this? He's surely not getting that. Oh,
my
and
God.
that's a nice move.
I mean,
it's a nice move.
But, he did. It was a good move, yeah, but he did gain a massive advantage by running off the track.
Yeah, but Reb's now out in front. Reb's tyres are really, really shooting off. David Warbank, keep it on the outside. Oh, beautiful move by Warbank up the round the outside.
Well.
Beautiful, Fidging Dragon.
Again with the track extension.
Yeah, Warbank just trying to get it. S-Boy just collided into Reb a little bit there. We are on the penultimate lap, and Deneen, the two Irishmen, Scuba and Deneen, currently are going to be our race winners this weekend, as S-Boy's got past Reb, going out the final corner. Nice move by S-Boy up to 9th. Reb has got front wing damage, right side end plate, I do believe. That's why he's losing time.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, just losing the time. Lixer on the back of Toad for a podium. Yeah, I don't know what I said there, to be honest. S-Boy on the back of Fidging Dragon. DRS enabled, of course, on this penultimate lap. I will go on board with the battle for the lead very, very soon. As I begin to lose my voice, I can feel it going. S-Boy on the back of Fidging Dragon, but I think Fidging Dragon might just retain this on this lap. Lixer not really getting on Toad. Can somebody check the penalties for me at this stage? Well, we've got nothing going on.
Okay, Small's on it. Small will be able to read it.
Hang on, S-Boy's... I'll butt in. Hang on, S-Boy's on the back of Fidging Dragon. I don't want to prelude anything. Just keep an eye on this. S-Boy right on the back of him. Here he comes.
DRS is
This is it, surely. Deneen, Lixer's just gone past Toad. Lixer and Toad are having a battle, coming through the final corner. Lixer's got him. Lixer's up to 3rd. Here comes Toad down the inside now. And the Dutchman's back up to 3rd, forcing Lixer off track. And S-Boy's got past Fidging Dragon in the meantime as well. 2 moves gained. Fidging Dragon waltzing round the outside. Can he get the move done on the inside? Wow. He's still there. Beautiful positioning from Fidging Dragon. And that is a sensational move from Fidging Dragon. Brilliant move.
Still there again though.
All kicking off on the final lap. Lixer and Toad are still having a battle.
Fidging Dragon and...
I don't know where to turn to. I think I'm going to go on board with Toad and Lixer for now.
I am quite intrigued about the whole David Warbank getting past Fidging Dragon though. He did.
Yeah, he might. We might have to give him a little cheeky time penalty for that.
Okay.
Deneen running up towards Maggots and Beckett's 3.5 seconds out in front. Here comes Toad going down the inside of Cops. Beautiful move down the inside of Cops, and Toad has got it for Hazzy because Lixer now is running out of fuel. But can he run out? Can he run Toad out of room and run him out of a 3rd place? Lixer, I do think, has got more penalties here. DRS is going to be enabled now down the straight, and Lixer now closing in on Toad. It's a yo-yo effect going on here in Britain as Deneen is about to come round the final corner to win. Deneen is going to come across the line to win. Toad maintains the position. Deneen crosses the line to win. He wins here in Britain. Rocco was going to come across the line in 2nd, and he ran out of fuel. Toad and Lixer, I think Lixer was trying to go for a very late dive bomb there. Toad is 3rd, Lixer 4th. Mads is going to come across the line in 5th. Jacko and David Warbank. I think Warbank has just got past him there.
Yeah.
Warbank up to Jacko, no penalties though, he gets 5th. S-Boy in 6th, Mad 7th, Warbank in 8th, Fidging Dragon with a 5-second time penalty for an unserved stop go. Glocky and Reb, the two AZR drivers, are going to come in 10th and 11th, but Glocky out of the position, out of the points, because he's finished down in 12th now. And Neil's going to be coming across the line in 13th.
Just saying, a 10-second penalty would put David Warbank behind Fidging Dragon.
I will keep that in my thoughts. But
I think it'd be unfair to give the 10 seconds.
Yeah, he did gain an advantage, but it was only like 5-6 tenths, if that.
And then he did it again, though. The problem was he got the move done after a track extending, and then
would he have got the move done? Would he have got the move done if he didn't track extend? I don't think he would have.
No.
I think it would have been around about 6-7 tenths off him. So that's going to be interesting to note in the incident reports after this race.
Niels is gutted. Niels is absolutely gutted.
Yeah, he threw away a podium. He threw away a potential race win. Maybe the bottle of the day, if there's an award for that. But Deneen, the Irishman who started on pole, wins here in Britain, and it's a double Irish win. They're coming across the border, but they've dominated the weekend here in Silverstone. Deneen wins from Rocco in second, Toad in third, and it's Lixa and Jacko top 5. Good drive from Jacko, if I may add, from 15th, but Lixa will get my drive of the day. S-Boy in 6th, Mads in 7th, Wallbank in 8th, Reb in 9th, Fidgin Dragon in 10th. But remember, Fidgin Dragon did have that unserved stop goal. Storm, Glocky, Niels, Stephen, Mr. Mitri top 15, then it was Lawmans, James Killer, and Jamie Boy. Billy, sadly, did not race because of his connection. It's best to get my burping out of the way after the race and not during the race. Oh, goodness me. Alright, let me check the comments. Let's see what's been going on. What's going on in the chat? Can you keep me informed on it as well?
Yeah, Neil's not happy. Everyone else was well chuffed. Bucky also not happy. Not with anyone in particular, just with the with what happened.
Scuba, come on, Deneen, the Irish taking over Silverstone. Gotta be honest, they have. Scuba and Deneen dominating the weekend, dominating drives on both. Scuba got it lightly on penalties, if I have to be honest, last night, but Deneen drove brilliantly and deserved to win this. Scuba deserved to win last night as well. Lixa, where was you going into turn 1? Into the back of Toad. So that's interesting. Wallbank in the comments saying from last. Yeah, good drive from Wallbank, even though he did do that illegal move on Fidgin Dragon, which we will consider after this. Shall we move on to housekeeping?
Can do.
Housekeeping. Small Guy, of course, announced last night that TFRL are going to be running a Christmas esports challenge. So if there are any esports drivers watching that might be interested with their teams joining the challenge, give us a message, TFRL4 on Twitter, or through myself or Small Guy personally on PSN, or through Twitter as well. We'd be very happy to accommodate that. Small Guy, do you want to come in and inform the viewers of more details about the Christmas Esports Challenge?
Nope.
If he's dead. No, he's not.
Yeah, a 50% race. Track votes will take place on the week of the event. It will be relay votes, so yeah, teams will select a selection of 3 tracks from the calendar, and then you guys will vote for it, and then see who's got bragging rights on the Saturday. It shall be the 22nd of December, I think.
Saturday, the 22nd of December.
Watch. Be well good.
Yeah, that'll be streamed on the TFRL channel, or possibly through the AMZQ Racing channel. I think that might be the one of the 2 options that we've got available to us for
onion rings.
Streaming, as my co-commentator goes on about onion rings in the background. Just seeing some of the reactions, by the way, on Twitter. Harry White or Fidgin Dragon, me racing on a dry setup at the start of the race, and it's got a GIF of a car drifting through the first corner, which basically summed up his first corner on his first lap. So yeah, more housekeeping though. If you're coming here thinking Porsche Super Cup's on tomorrow, we're finished Porsche Super Cup now. I'm so sad to say, but I am now going to be in talks with Elliot. GT3 Championship. Now, Elliot has not received any inkling of what we're doing, or the calendar.
Someone can send me a picture so I can announce it, please, on Twitter. Thank you.
Yeah, I was actually going to announce it on stream right now, the calendar for GT3, or the proposed calendar for GT3 Championship.
Yeah, that's cool.
We are going to be starting now. Dates for this. Sign-ups are going to begin on Monday. So anybody that's wanting to join up to GT Sport GT3s, sign up. You have got 4 weeks until the first race. Because we're going to be starting Sunday, 6th of January at 6 p.m. UK time. That is placeholder time for everyone to get in the lobby by, so we can get streaming and whatever. Calendar is the most interesting point. Now, I've came up with this, so if anybody is mad at me coming up with calendars, small guy for etc., for example, might be mad at me by putting in a couple of tracks.
Nah.
But,
There's only one track I'm mad at.
and that's, I think, round number 9, if I look down on my calendar. But Brands Hatch.
It's one of the big ones.
Brands Hatch is going to be the season opener on the Sunday, 6th of January. We are going to run the calendar. We're going to have 12 rounds. So after Brands Hatch, the week after, will be Catalonia, the full Grand Prix layout of that track. That's going to be the second round. We're back at Dragon Trail Seaside for round 3 the week after that. That's the 20th of January. 13th of January for Catalonia. Red Bull Ring, 27th of January. Willow Springs Big Willow is going to make its debut into TFRL. The American track. Very, very nice layout that we've got. It's the Big Willow layout, and that's going to be happening on the 3rd of Feb. And then we jump over the border, quite literally, to Interlagos on the 10th of February.
More than just the border.
Well, across the border into South America, that's what I'm on about there. We are going to have a 1 week break after that, so the 17th of February there won't be any race. We come back on the 24th of February. This is next year, by the way, I may add. Fuji Speedway will be making its debut in the GT3s. That's going to be round 7. Then we've got Kyoto Yamagiwa. So we're going for a bit of a Japanese theme for round 7 and 8. Mount Panorama is going to be round 9. Then Monza is going to be round 10. That is going to be with the chicane, the first chicane. And then, for the last 2 races of the season, if it's okay with Elliot, we are going to be holding 1 hour endurance races.
Yeah, Kirsty.
And the 2 tracks selected for those 1 hour endurance races are Le Mans, Circuit de la Sarthe, and Nürburgring Nordschleife.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Small guy doesn't like that choice, I don't think.
I 100% against it. It's worse than the Southern Suzuka and
Well, we could do the GP track, but it won't have the same effect, because it's going to be a quite long track with a quite long race, and it's going to tire out the drivers and push them to the physical limits. That's what I'm thinking. But if you do want to sign up to the GT3 Championship, drop either myself, Elliot, or Small Guy messages on Twitter, on PSN, through Discord. We do have the GT3 Championship Discord up on there. I know there's been quite a few drivers showing interest. If there's anybody wanting to sign up in the comments, let me know now so I can put your name down.
Please send me a picture.
Oh yeah,
choices
car choices.
Car choices. The homologation list will be discussed tonight.
Yes, I will.
And
Straight
in
after
terms
this.
of cars, car selection, it will be first come, first serve on which car you would like to use.
Yep.
It will be 2 car teams, and we will be running teams. And
do
once
they
the 2
have
cars
to?
are taken,
Sorry, go on.
sorry, once the 2 cars are taken, no one else can select that car.
Yeah, and we'll put car choices and everything up within a Google Drive document and on Discord as well. Oh, my voice is going, as you can probably tell.
The hell?
What the hell,
Jay?
indeed. Hello? Hello? I'm here, am I? Hello?
Hello?
Elliot's gone, I think.
Yeah.
I think Elliot has lagged out or something. I don't know. Yeah, but that is GT3. That's what we're going to be doing. 6th of January. Put that down in your diaries or your on your iPad or whatever you've got these days. And that's going to be highly exciting, of course. And that's going to be the return to Sunday action. If you are struggling for Sunday action, we are now. I haven't heard about this at all, but there's something about Premier can't even say the word, premiering content on YouTube.
Premium.
Like, what ILR do, where they set up a live stream of their old races, or their new races. The premiere them. I can't say the word. Premiere them.
I do not know what you're on about.
Do you know when you go to the movie and the movies just came out and you go to the premiere? Premiere?
Premiere.
Premiere. That's it. There we go. My God. Phenomenal. I'll just put that in now. Yeah. I want to try and premiere some content on the YouTube channel for Sundays.
Oh, you was in third.
Going through Christmas. And on every day through Christmas if we can.
Oh, you was third. Oh, no. What was the top three? Cause
Top, what,
no,
for B-League?
B-League, yeah, I forgot it already. I know Deneen finished first.
Deneen, Rocco, Toad. Top three. Right, let's have a look at some of the comments that are coming through. I don't want Lixer to get a qualifying ban for that. 100 years after Ireland independence, 100 years later, takeover. Well, it's only for one weekend, Deneen, so I wouldn't get your hopes up. And Scuba as well, if he's still here. Storm, very aggressive, chill out next race. Would love to see video of me not hitting anybody. A little bit of tension being caused there between Fidget and Dragon and Storm. Please not the 6th of January. K&K Dot. What about the 13th of January? A week later. We could start a week later, but I am conscious that the weekend of the April is like when the F1 season starts. I think it's like the second race of the season. What game is GT3 on? It'll be on GT Sport. GT Sport. So you've got GT Sport, sign up, because it's going to be a great championship to be a part of. And if you haven't seen some of the content from last season, it's up on YouTube. Go and watch it. It's in a playlist. We'd really appreciate that you watch the playlist, because our playlist minutes have been down on YouTube as well. But unless you want to add anything, small guy?
I don't know.
And on that note, I think we'll end it here. Thank you very much.
I've got something, right.
Oh,
Right, you better laugh at this joke. You better laugh at this joke. You ready?
Uh-oh.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
Because he wanted to get to the other side. And on that note, see ya.
Last question from Deneen. When is IndyCar? Now, Project Cars, we haven't got around to getting the stuff up, if I have to be brutally honest now. IndyCar is going to wait. We are going to be waiting with Project Cars 2 for a couple of months. There's going to be something exciting coming out at the end of it. I'm not at liberty to say what it is, but I'll leave you to guess. That's all I'm saying. But thank you very much for watching, and until next time, which will be next week on this channel, which will be A-League, for the final race, weekend before Christmas, and we are in the beautiful German track of Hockenheim next week. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.